So, can we ask? Is there anything else that you need to share with us, or?
Those are the only belongings she has in this house.
We'll just close both the trunks. Take them with us.
Oh, you take the trunks with you. Okay.
I whisper. Should we offer any assistance with the Rogues Guild?
Why should we care?
Well, because I'm getting good.
That doesn't matter.
The Shadow Thieves? You know about the Shadow Thieves?
I know.
They attack here almost every night. We generally don't see them.
Do you know
they
why?
come over the walls.
Do you know why they're attacking?
We do not.
Or what they're looking for?
We stay ever vigilant. We practice and train 24 hours a day.
We are militant, and we are needing a place to stay. We may be able to assist you if we're able to stay here for the evening.
How many mercenaries are people... how many people are in your defense?
The two of us.
And the Thieves Guild attack here every night, and there's only two of you, and you're still alive?
We generally don't see them. They come over the wall quickly and stealthily. What are they attacking? They're attacking the fortifications of the house. Or something. It's unclear. They are very quick and hard to see.
Maybe.
Generally, we don't see them.
Okay.
How do you know it's them? If you don't see them.
Right. Good question. Very good question. We've been tracking their whereabouts for quite some time.
So where are they?
They're outside the city.
And
always trying to break into House Thann. Always.
They never take a break?
Guys,
never.
Would you be willing for us to
stay?
Everything
needs a break.
The Lord of the house is not in, and I do not have the authority to invite you to spend the night. I can feed you if you'd like to eat.
I think we're good. We should probably...
What street are we on here? I've been looking for this the entire...
It is on there. House Thann is one of the major houses.
What street?
I don't know.
It's in the North Ward.
I know.
He's got the streets. Go ahead, David.
Did you report to the old dude? Yeah, let me look at it.
We report to the old dude.
Did you report the attack
shall we get going, or do you guys...
Yeah, he's aware of the constant attacks.
I'm good either way.
If there's so many attacks, why don't we just attack that? You will need... Well, why don't we bodyguard... Why don't we bodyguard the front door and the back door?
Why are we here?
You've collected... Zilang's
reward.
I know
that, but why are we still here?
Why are we still at House Lang?
Investigating.
This is Thane. What did I say?
Lang. That was her name.
Katie?
No, Z.
Z.
You cannot see anything on this thing.
You see street names.
That's it.
Yes.
That doesn't help at all.
If I knew what street the house was on, I would know where it is.
It doesn't say in the book.
Okay.
I think it's in Volo's guide, which I bought.
From Volo directly?
He's speaking tonight. I don't know if you guys know.
I did hear about that.
Fine.
No. The original, the Forgotten Realms Volo's Guide to Waterdeep.
That one. Can you give us more intel about this mysterious guild?
This mysterious...
Guild.
Guild,
yeah.
Which guild? The Shadow Thieves?
Yeah.
Very shadowy organization.
You want to stay and see if we can help?
Why don't they ever take a break?
Like trying to say this
my main question.
You're either way.
I'm either way. I'm good. I have no problem trying to help.
Fan Villa?
But we can't stay
Where are we?
Anyway,
Yeah. You got it?
It's on Shastasar Street, Scott. Boom. Cred. I get a point. Come on.
But he's going to remember that next week. You're not going to remember
Scott. I get it.
That's not... It won't be next week. It'll be 3 years from now.
It's on Shastar Street.
How many Forgotten Realms books have you read all the novels and stuff? I mean, how much of this stuff do you know?
No, I generally just have the I have the old third edition main book. That's it. Nothing beyond that. And I've read the cities of, or what was it, Lands of Intrigue because one of my characters comes from So there's no books and this doesn't detail at all.
Do you guys want to stay for food or shall we get going?
We should probably get going.
Yeah, we should get going.
We'll have berries.
Before we step out
berries.
on a tree on the street, I'm going to write something in Thieves' Con.
Okay.
That says something along the lines of, please state your intention with this house.
Okay. You leave a clearly marked for thieves sign somewhere in a tree.
Just gang signs all over the
Yeah, he starts scrolling out of the tree. Okay, I'm sorry, David, go ahead.
Fill out the spray.
Okay. You guys head back out of the North Ward.
Where's the airplanes that, what was it? Cauldron? What?
We're going to a tower now.
Chasloth Yarghorn.
Yeah, Yarghorn.
Yarghorn, and there's a tower in the center of Waterdeep that we're looking for.
Alright then, let's go there.
Okay,
What day we go there?
You head out of the North Ward. The streetlights are all lit. It's still very awake town. Been dark for 2 hours maybe at this point. You come across a dilapidated tower, about 4 stories tall, walled. You can see into the gate is gabled, right? So it's easy to see inside. Weeds, not very well kept. You're still in a fairly nicer side of town, but this building does not. It looks starkly out of place in this neighborhood.
Does Vord see door?
There's a door.
Vord, go knock on door.
Okay, you walk up and you knock on the.
We're paying a visit.
We're paying a visit because we're told they'll seek out a dragon expert named Chazluth Yagkorn in the city of Waterdeep, and we've tracked her down to a tower.
You hear 1 minute, and an old woman opens the door. She's got gray hair, spectacles on her nose. Yes, may I help you? And cats are trying to get out of the door. And she's hurting them back with her feet, like kind of closing the door a little bit. Yes.
Maxine sent us to seek you out, to ask you for help with some recent giant incursions. And we were in the green fields a few days ago. Golden Fields a few days ago, where the hill giant attack took place.
Yes. Maxine sent you said?
Yes.
Yeah. Come in. She opens the door. There's cats running all over the house. You come into a very, chaotic situation. There are 100 cats sprawled out over all this furniture, right? So there is a...
I asked her, do you remember all your cats' names?
There is a stairwell up on the back of the tower that leads upstairs. There are cats sleeping on windowsills all the way around the first floor. So there are like windows every 10 feet. There's cats everywhere on the windowsills. There's a small kitchen full of cats with a kitchen table, 4 chairs. It looks like she had been sitting there having her dinner when you got there. Then there's a sitting room, but it's all one big round room. There's no wall or anything setting it off, but there's a area that's been set apart with a couch and chairs and those kinds of things.
Covered in cat.
And a giant one of those cat hotel things that it looks like she's been building it for generations. I mean, it's like a living tree full of cats.
And the unavoidable capacity to actually attract cat hair.
Anyone who's allergic to cats, you're in a lot of trouble. Come in, have a seat. May I get you some tea?
He's petting cats now.
Oh, yeah. Do you have your cat with you?
I have
the cat.
Yeah.
I have the cat.
What is going
on? It's in my bag.
Wait, you threw it in the bag?
It's been on my shoulder, and it's in the bag sometimes. It goes in and out when one wants to sleep.
I haven't seen Maxine in years. She used to come visit all of the time. Brilliant woman. Truly brilliant. Where did you say you saw her?
In the Golden Fields.
Yeah, she must be doing some research up there. Interesting.
You mean south, down there? I thought Golden Field is south of us.
No, it's north.
I mean, it's...
But the elevation is higher than where we're at right now. So when he means up there, he means on an elevation.
I'm saying it's kind of northeast. Is northeast right?
Yeah. I didn't say that.
When I came, it's funny.
Man, you broke his roll, Brian. You've jinxed him now.
Good job.
And what did she send you for?
She wanted us to contact you to see if we can receive help with the recent giant attacks that are taking place. She says that you are a dragon expert.
Yes.
You could contact the dragons to enlist their aid, because dragons would be much more helpful than wild giants.
Well, you know that giants and dragons have hated each other forever.
Yes.
So
Yeah, I'm saying we could call all the dragons, because they won't care who's hiring them. All they care is that they're slaughtering giants.
Correct. And how did she... what was her plan? I'm not sure I understand the intricacies here. She asked me to put you in touch with who?
She told us to reach out to you to get some information, to have you as a source.
Yes. Well, let's have some tea. She sets down a kettle and cups for everyone, and some of you have to stand. There's not enough chairs. She's drinking tea.
House Thann.
Rook sits. I'm sorry, Thaddeus sits.
I have been hearing many stories of these giant outbursts lately, and I know that the dragons must be very concerned about this. But based on recent events, I don't think contacting the dragons directly would be of much good.
And why not?
The dragons have mostly burned all of their bridges with human folk recently.
Mm-hmm.
There is one dragon, however, that might be able to help you. In the Kryptgarden Forrest, old Gnawbone with all of his her crystal balls, would probably be able to give you good intel on where the giants are.
Where is she?
In the Kryptgarden Forest. It's about a 2-day voyage to the north.
Kryptgarden Forrest.
On the way
Shall
to
we go?
Tribor.
Near Tribor?
Well, we gotta
On the road to Tribor.
We gotta go towards Tribor.
Oh, there it
anyway.
is. Yeah.
Not necessarily mumbling, but just underneath my breath, I kind of whisper Indraconic. What is your connection to the dragons? So kind of not directly towards her, but kind of under my breath, I say that.
Yeah, well, I've been a historian of Dragonkind for many years, seen as quite an expert here in Waterdeep.
Is she saying that in Draconic to me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And I was just finishing up my dinner before I was going to go see old Volo give his talk tonight.
Okay.
An expert on dragons, Volo is, and he probably provides some more. He often gets it wrong, his investigation skills are poor and his history is terrible. But as a scholar and experiencer of the dragon kind, Volo is second to none.
And then I ask, also in Draconic, what has your experience been with these dragons?
Very little experience. I've lived my whole life here in Waterdeep.
Okay. How have you come to know Gnawbone?
Claugilimator is a legendary dragon in the Kryptgarden Forest. You could do a history check.
Okay. I'm speaking to her in Draconic. So
anyone who speaks Draconic.
Anyone who speaks Draconic.
That's a shame, because my history
Not
is
yet.
huge.
Or think you should.
I think level 6 I got like all languages.
9
have a negative
plus 10.
So you think you've heard of Claugilimator before?
You want me to look up the name and just pronounce
I can't pronounce it, but I got it. I said all the letters. That counts, right?
That's
Claugiliamator.
I mumble these
I got a
names.
C.
CAR.
I give you an A for effort. Dave.
Yeah,
AU
A-U.
GIY
Okay.
LIAMATAR. Claugilimator.
Claugilimator.
Yeah.
Claugilimator.
Yeah.
Let's call him
Old Gnawbone.
Old Gnawbone.
Old Gnawbone.
So sorry, you were saying...
You've not necessarily heard of this dragon before.
Okay.
You definitely know where the Kryptgarden Forest is, though.
No,
It's
but
his realm.
she was saying, when I asked her, how have you come to know?
She's never left Waterdeep. She's just an expert on dragons.
And she just knows. Okay.
He's a bookworm.
And so this insight that she's giving is about what she knows.
Well, the
connection between this.
You're very aware that dragons and giants hate each other.
Yeah.
You're very aware that if the giants were on the move, the dragons would care.
Yeah.
And she's pointing to a dragon that she says has lots of crystal balls and is able to track things.
Okay.
So those pieces all does make some sense.
Yes.
Claugilimatar. Yeah.
Claugilimatar.
Claugilimatar. Yeah.
You're going with a little rolled L there, kind of a salsa dance kind of dragon or something.
Claugilimatar.
Alright, so I ask her, is there anything else that you can tell us that might help in Draconic?
Well, good-looking gentlemen like you could escort me to the Volo talk tonight. I have my ticket.
Okay, we say thank you, and we start walking out, and
Right.
we walk...
As she's standing up and getting her shawl and stuff, you hear crashing and stuff from upstairs, roaring and cats meowing, and there's just chaos going on upstairs. The cats downstairs don't even raise their eyebrows; they're still sleeping through all of this. She gets her shawl. She heads outside with you guys.
Man,
You guys.
that person needs to tell her, you need to sell some of your cats. You got too many.
How many lollipops are you going for tonight, Cody?
I was only going for 2.
Oh, that sounds like a fair number.
Hey, 2.
Plus the candy cane, or minus?
Minus the candy cane. I already had it.
You guys head down to the talk that Volo's giving tonight in Waterdeep.
Wait, we're
You're escorting her.
Oh, yeah.
I couldn't convince you to go any other way.
Yes.
So I appeal to your
important.
vanity.
We're
She's all over you, Brian. She smells the perfume of the brothel, and she's snuggling up to you as you walk down the town.
With her cats?
The cat stayed in the house.
I do ask about what the racket is, though.
Oh, nothing. They just get rambunctious around here sometimes.
Can we go see?
No, we have to go. We're gonna miss the talk.
Okay,
Can I do an insight check? So I need to do an insight check.
Yeah, do it.
Go ahead.
I know nothing.
I'll go first, followed by Thaddy.
There's definitely something large upstairs. Like it's not just a cat. There's a big thing up there fighting something.
I let him go first.
Shadow Thieves.
She's in front. I transform into a cat.
Pussy.
And then I walk away upstairs and go upstairs.
Oh, okay. As you approach upstairs, it's dark, right?
I get a renown. I get a renown on that.
I can award you inspiration. But I'm also going to give him whacked out inspiration for some stupid fact he had earlier, and you get one for Petey's as well.
Oh yeah.
Speaking Draconic.
Oh, you got PDs.
Get you one for that.
You get inspiration. You get inspiration. Everyone gets an inspiration.
We haven't
You didn't go to
inspiration
Petey's?
lately.
I did not go to Petey's.
Surviving Petey's is inspiration, man. That's for sure. You go upstairs. As you go upstairs, it's dark. But, you can see by the light coming through the windows. There are a lot of windows in this house.
Time flies by fast.
There is a large silver dragon, maybe? Drake, perhaps? It's hard to tell. It's strangely shaped.
It has wings, right?
Chasing the cats off of itself. Yeah, it does have wings.
Dragon.
And it's scurrying about, chasing them off, and then kind of curling up in the corner. And then the cats kind of slowly start moving up to it and pounce at it. And then it chases them all around again.
That is a drake.
Ulster walking to Volos.
Yeah, they're at Volo Lecture.
We're walking to Volo. The party has been split.
Yeah, roll it. Would you like to attack the dragon?
It's a drake.
But it's a very long, thin, maybe very young dragon. It's hard to tell. It might just be very, very young.
I'm not there. I'm
Yeah.
walking to Volos.
Yeah, I'm not with him either.
Volo's Guide to Monsters.
Yes.
I've heard of that.
What have you heard about it?
You're in luck because tonight, Mr. Volo, a great explorer, is going to come present some of the recent findings he's had.
Has he found cranium rats?
That's a great question. I've never heard of cranium rats. Maybe they'll be presented tonight. As you approach,
I'll
there is
tell her
a
about
huge
cranium
mob
rats.
of people
I've
trying to
heard
get into a small
cranium rats
auditorium.
are creepy.
She has a ticket. There are people...
I'll tell her about the story of cranium rats.
Did you lock the door
Cranium
behind her
rats,
also?
you can see the brain. They're highly intelligent.
Did you lock the door to a tower as well?
Did she lock the door when she
Yeah.
left? She did
They're
not.
tough.
She didn't lock the door.
There was no lock.
Okay.
She just walked out.
So we need tickets. We don't have tickets.
But I mean, she's like, you guys don't have tickets?
No, we do not.
This event has been sold out for weeks.
Where'd Ford go?
And where is that tall, strong, grappling young man that was here earlier?
Oh, I don't know. He wanders off sometimes.
Understood.
Yeah.
I do too.
Yeah.
It's crazy here in
He gets
Waterdeep.
confused.
But I need to go get my seat.
Okay, you
So
go.
she
We let her
heads
go.
in and
Okay.
shows them her ticket and is escorted into her seat.
Okay.
There appears to be some protesters as well. That there are some anti-Volo signage.
What are these signs saying?
Down with Volo. Volo must be stopped.
Sounds
Volo
like-
was here.
Yeah.
You need to go investigate that, right? Well, so
No, I mean they're haters. I mean, plain and simple haters.
Okay, so shall we rest up and head to...
I think we're got to start wondering where our sneaky bear went.
No, they'll catch up. Okay.
Our bear dragon, maybe human.
This side of the table has a profound indifference when it comes to a lot of things.
Smash cut back to the tower. I'm currently meowing at the dragon.
You're sneaking up. It is definitely a dragon, but it's either very young or something's been done to it. It's unusual.
Like a retarded dragon?
It's very feline in its behavior.
Well, of course, they're very
It
feline.
was
structure.
raised by cats. It thinks it's a cat.
Okay. Let's see. I'll scratch something out in common on the floor. Say, talk?
It raises an eyebrow and says, "You're new around here," in a very old voice.
But very much common.
Very much common, very much looking straight at you, right? Saw you doing this.
How large is it?
How large is this dragon? It's about this table sized.
Oh, so it's
tail to snout.
So it's medium sized.
Yeah, it's thin for a dragon. Like you would expect it to be, like at this size, almost I don't know, as wide as the table, and it's probably half the width of the table. And not skinny, just thin, like a very unusual shape.
Whip it.
Yeah, yeah.
Be skin.
You've probably never seen a silver dragon before, but it does surprise you.
Well, yes, we have. At the castle.
Yeah, that did not look like anything like that. It looked like a very traditional what you would expect.
But that was a silver dragon,
and it was much bigger.
Yeah, much bigger, but it's still silvery. Right. I undo the wild shape.
Yes. Ah.
New indeed. I thought you only kept cats here, or Ward thought you only kept cats here.
No, I've been here for years, protecting her and the knowledge she contains. A
Ward,
wise woman.
Ward will ask you then. Who is Gnawbone?
I'll zone out.
Gnawbone, a very challenging dragon, particularly for your people. A hater of the Utgarth, a defender of the forest.
I am from the high forest, from the grand fir tree of the tree ghost.
Yeah. These are the Utgarth that lives in the Kryptgarden area, so a little bit southern, lots southern and western from your homeland. But old Gnawbone is reasonable. He is a scholar of worldly affairs, though he doesn't leave Kryptgarden, and does have a deep knowledge of historical events that occurred there. Perhaps that's why he's never really left.
She said that Gnawbone had crystal balls.
Scrying, constant scrying, particularly scrying the realm of man. Northern regions, southern regions. Old Gnawbone is well versed in the developments from Elvenkind, from the emergence of man. Very old dragon.
You've just been in tower all time?
There have been some challenges in my life. I didn't come here initially voluntarily.
Can you tell me about giants? Why are giants?
I heard you mention that earlier when you were downstairs. I heard some talk from one of you about some concerns around the giants. I had not heard anything of this.
Zephyros say that ordning broken.
That would be a significant problem. Zephyros is...
Cloud giant.
Now, the cloud giants are at the top of the ordning. Why would they break the ordning?
Cloud giant top of ordning?
Storm giants top of the ordning.
Oh.
You're right. I'm not that big of a giant expert. But they are definitely... It would be strange for the giants to break the ordning on their own.
Wait, was you role-playing there, or did you really forget the name?
I forgot the name.
Good cover.
What?
Zephyros
say Umbric ordning.
Wait.
On Umbric ordning.
I think the hill giants broke the ordning.
Why?
Why the hill giants?
Zephyros say that giants lazy and complacent.
That's true. That's always been very true. I thought Om appreciated that about them, though. Well, this is news, and very dangerous news indeed. I think if that were true, I think old Gnawbone would definitely know what their plans are, because I would assume the giants would try to reestablish the ordning as quickly as they could. Particularly the cloud and storm giants.
Zephyros say they are competing for ordning.
Yes.
For place. For
Yes,
ordning.
yes. That would not surprise me in the least.
And you have not.
But he has not heard anything. He's been in his tower
for years.
Maybe good time to leave tower. Interesting things afoot.
Unfortunately, I can't.
Is that why she keeps door unlocked?
Well, there haven't been problems here in a very long time, if you know what I mean.
What?
You have been here for a long time, right?
Yes.
Can you tell me about Shadow Thieves? You heard of them?
Yeah. Children's tales. There is no Shadow Thieves. Stories to keep children awake at night. Boogeymen.
My apologies. Vord never been in Waterdeep.
Yeah, no. You've probably heard of them wandering the streets at night, robbing from visitors. Waterdeep is a very, very safe town. Those of you not from the big city often get, scared here, but there's very little to be worried about.
Then I stand back up. Vord, thank you. What was name? Vord did not catch. Force the GM for specifics.
Yeah. She
So what are we doing?
Ward will be wandering
After we
around
drop the lady
outside.
off.
Do you want
We're
Ward
seeing
to do
Volo.
anything?
He's doing
Do
his
you want
own.
Ward to do anything?
Well, we don't have tickets.
We'll break in. Or just our we can lie our way in.
Irizol. Irizzorl.
Does Irizol want Ward to do anything while he is out and about?
Well, if you do see old Gnawbone, send him my best.
Gnawbone will not.
I almost said that with a straight face, but yes, that's what he asks.
And Gnawbone is what? Is Green Dragon?
Correct.
Green.
So why is he a good dragon?
Ward.
Is he a good dragon or a
Well, not
bad
get Ward
dragon?
killed, no.
Well, I would recommend being very careful in your dealings, particularly from your background. You might want to be extremely careful around him.
Ward understand. Ward understand. Ward, thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes. Have a great evening.
There's nothing else.
You can take some of these cats with you. I hate these creatures.
I can't stand cats.
Ward wish to invade against Master Tower.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I don't think Ward can take.
Do you like cats? Well, we do
Okay.
remember.
How much time is
I walk into the Volos.
I'm gonna send the rest of this.
There are people collecting tickets. Tickets?
I just walk by.
They stop you.
I have a bad reputation, and so you have a
Just give him
reputation
a stir
that
of
breeds fear, and all that hear your name. I am Thaddeus. You can easily get away with minor offenses like refusing to pay for food, drink, and breaking furniture and doors. People are too afraid to report these minor infractions for fear of retaliation.
As soon as you say Thaddeus, they back up.
I'm with him.
Yeah, and these are my friends.
I'm with him.
How far?
Alright, give me-
How far away is Thing?
Is
The House Thing.
House Thann was in the northern ward, and then you walked from the northern ward kind of down to her tower, and then kind of back into the center of town. So you're now
Is it like hours away or just a
no.
couple minutes?
You've been out for about 2 hours total, including social time.
So is it about evening now?
About 8:30.
Okay. I'm not gonna go to Volo's. I'm gonna head kind of sneak back to the house to see if
House Thann.
to see
Okay.
if there's any, like if there was a response to my.
Note. Okay, when you arrive at the tree, there's nothing.
Okay.
The streets are deadly quiet. I mean, incredibly quiet. As you climb back up in the tree and you look though, you do notice that the butler has crawled out on the roof and is peering into the courtyard.
Okay.
In a position like
I
this.
love it. That's so good.
Wait, he's scared?
No. He's like ready to pounce if anyone to approach the courtyard.
This butler doesn't get scared, Cody. This butler's an assassin, warrior, defender of Thane Villa.
He's almost as brave as Stomp.
Okay, so he's able to get you guys in. It is actually crowded. So they've got rows of chairs, and then there are people standing around. There is a balcony that is crammed full of people, and then in the front, they have been packing people in, and they are literally packing people in. Like 3 big, tall, burly guys push, and then some people fill in behind them.
So I walk up to the front. And there's seats.
There's no seat. So it's much like the Globe Theater. Think Globe Theater, right? So the front is standing room only.
Right.
Then you've got the good seats, which are the entryway, kind of like the first, and then the balcony is the cheap seats.
Okay, I go up to the section where there's the good seats.
Okay.
And I just remove some people from their seats. 2 people, one for each of us.
So you're gonna.
I am Thaddeus.
You're gonna bully some people. It's a very scholarly in the good seats. It's very scholarly, and the man that you pick up says, "Yes, but I have my ticket right here. I purchased this weeks ago. This is my seat."
Thaddeus.
I am Thaddeus, and this is now my seat.
This is my ticket.
But this is my seat.
And his date is like, "Come on, just go. Let's just go." and they walk off.
Apparently, dates are this is the intellectual.
As you sit down, the lights dim.
Okay.
There is a drum roll, and an old wizard steps forward and starts to pontificate, in your opinion, mindlessly about the zoology of various species of pixies. Is his first topic. So evidently there are varieties of pixies you've never heard of. There's dark pixies and light pixies and golden pixies and all these things. And he's expanding his discussion to general topics of fairy kind. And it's going on and on. The audience is wrapped in attention.
So you think this is kind of pointless, and so you're saying Thaddeus thinks this is kind of pointless.
That exactly is what Thaddeus is thinking. But my friend wanted to go, so I got
Very
got
interesting.
him in.
Yeah, no. You are learning.
Raise my hand. Raise my hand.
There are periodically people are raising their hands or shouting out questions.
Yes, and
he is fielding them. He's being interactive with the audience.
The ordning.
My guy asks a question. My guy says.
Wait. Hold on.
My guy's asking a question. Do you know about cranium rats?
So he's like, cranium rats! Cranium rats will be covered in a separate discussion. Very interesting species. The ordning is not really apropos to the discussion of the Fae.
Of course it is not, but have you heard what is happening with the ordning? We are here because...
Nothing is happening to the ordning. As you know, it is written in stone. And
apparently you haven't
hills,
heard.
And frost, and clouds, and
apparently
storm.
you haven't heard. There's talk that the ordning is being destroyed.
Oh, there is always talk. What we need is more objective research. This is why. Well, let's take a 15-minute intermission. I'll address these concerns in the second half of tonight's talk.
I pull them aside after.
Yeah.
You pull out the note. Who has that frozen notebook?
There's a large line of people that are asking all manner of absurd questions. A lot of questions around demonology, a lot of dragonology questions. He's fielding them all with true academic precision, shutting them down, walking them through it. You get to the front of the line.
I asked him tell him our proof that ordning is destroyed.
I have not looked into giants since first edition. I mean, the G series. I mean, been many years.
Have you looked into dragons?
Oh, absolutely. Studied them carefully. Recently, there was a major crisis in the dragon kind.
Such as Dragon Horde?
Yeah, they tried to raise the queen of all
I've heard of this.
Well, the cult is still active.
The rumor is that dragons are now, and the giants are again,
Well, I would assume that the dragons would be beaten back by the giants, and would probably start spreading rumors that the ordning had been broken.
Specifically, if the ordning is being broken. Question: if the ordning is broken and it's being destroyed, discuss.
I really don't know.
What's your insight?
Each variety of giant would have a different response, and it would be difficult for me to predict what would happen. I would expect the storm giants to reestablish it very quickly, with brutal precision.
Brutal precision.
Correct.
Okay.
I would expect
Are you sure that's not the fire giants?
The storm giants, the cloud giants would pretty much fall in line quickly. I would expect, just because they would fear losing all their wealth. The fire giants generally don't leave their volcano. I mean, they would probably not be too involved. Hill giants would be the most desperate to move up, and they would probably be the most active. And stone and frost, I'm not really sure. We would have to look. I haven't spent much time in the north.
Who would benefit the most from the destruction of the ordning?
Well, the cloud giants are closest to the top, and if they could replace, they would probably benefit the most. But they also have the most to lose.
Okay.
The hill giants can only go up.
We recently were in the green fields when
I've spent time in the green fields. Fantastic.
We were in the golden fields. And
the golden fields, even better.
Yes, and we were there with the hill giants.
You guys are adventurers. I should have recognized. I don't get many of you at my talks. I'm glad you've come. Yeah. Hopefully you'll learn something, unlike that idiot Elminster.
We need to know what would happen if the ordning is being destroyed, because we have seen evidence of it and discussion of it firsthand.
So dragon lore is not, or giant lore is not my expertise. I would talk to the giants.
Apparently so. That is becoming painfully obvious. I turn and leave in a huff. A huff.
So you disappear into a cloud of smoke.
He says something under his breath, and there's a laughter as you walk away.
I'm still standing there. Do I hear what he says?
No. It looks like he's got paid minions that are just laughing. But he does return to the stage. You return to your seats. He gives another 40-minute talk on different varieties of hounds and how those hounds came to be. Kind of like the breakdown of the various devil dogs and how each one came into existence. With specific attention paid to the Displacer Beast, a creature you didn't know much about.
Yeah. Okay. So we now know about Displacer Beast.
Yeah. Vast encyclopedic history. Seems to be making a lot of it up, though.
Oh.
But with authority.
With authority. And with the audience is into it, right? They're very interested. the presentation ends. People are just talking. It's the talk of the town. One of his greatest talks. Evidently, he gives talks almost nightly. A lot of these people come regularly, and there are a lot of enthusiastic supporters of his work.
Okay. So I guess we leave.
Head back down to
about the ordning.
He did not know anything about the ordning, or he didn't give you much information about the ordning.
Apparently, he knows everything but dragons or but giants.
Everything but I'm assuming. My guess is that whatever topic you actually ask him about will be the one he doesn't know about.
Vord will. Let's see. So the Vord will then leave the tower.
Okay.
Close the door, not letting the cats out, and then he will leave. He'll leave Waterdeep. He'll leave Waterdeep, and then be on the road. He'll camp by the road to Kryptgarden.
Okay.
He's on the road that leads up to Kryptgarden.
Gotcha.
So he thinks he'll eventually find it, and then take it.
Okay.
So I'm just.
You spend the night observing. The guy on the roof seems to fall asleep after about 2 hours. Sleeps for a couple of hours. Wakes up, alert. Climbs back down off the roof into the house.
Okay.
That's pretty much all you see. The street is very. There is no one on the street. Before dusk, maybe an hour before the sun rises, there are maids and servants start walking up and down the street. There are some carts where they seem to be delivering, milk and other sundry items to the houses.
I climb down without trying to startle anyone. And
Yeah, no problem.
Approach one of the maids. Can you tell me anything about this House Thann?
House Thann is very well respected. One of the richest houses in the neighborhood. A very good place to work as well. The Lord and Lady are seldom at home.
Do you know where the Lord and Lady are currently?
The house is primarily engaged in winemaking, and I think they spend most of their time in the vineyards, entertaining.
Do you know of who cares for the stead while they're away?
Well, Calder is the head butler.
Do you know anything about him? Is he of sane mind? Is he a good person?
A little paranoid, I would say, but a good butler.
Any reason for this paranoia?
No, he's been in with the family for a long time. I think he's just cautious.
Have there been any break-ins or anything?
Never.
In any of these parts?
Never.
Very
safe neighborhood.
Have you heard of the Shadow Thieves?
I'm totally
at all?
No.
No.
I'm a butler. What do you do?
I buttled?
I buttle. What movie?
I don't know.
Are you Tim Curry and Clue?
Oh, shit. I was going to guess Tim Curry, but I had a Rocky Horror Picture Show, and I didn't think it was a Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Yeah, it isn't.
It's Clue. Tim Curry and Clue. That's a good one. I buttle.
All right. So I say thank you, and I make sure that the Thieves' sign is still there.
Right. And you've been up all night.
And I...
Right, so you're tired.
And I'm going to look for them at Petey's that the sailor...
You head over to Petey's?
Yeah.
Brian, where are you staying tonight? After Volo's talk, there's a lot of people heading out to cafes to discuss the intricacies of his discussion. Several people come up to you with their pens out with questions about your understanding of the ordning and how you came to believe it had been sundered.
Well, this coming to believe that it has been sundered is adventuring. With my party, the Sword Coast Collective. Are we still?
I'm still there.
Thaddeus, and then of course
I am Thaddeus.
Yeah, they're taking notes.
And we retell our tale of adventure.
Okay.
From 10 towns on the ice boats down.
Can we buy you a drink? This
to the
is
green fields, and on top of it to the green fields. We weren't just in the green fields; we were also in the
golden fields,
brown fields,
the brown fields.
Because obviously you're going to make that mistake every time.
And I tell him the adventure, and I tell him about the castle, the giant castle that we've been on. Oh my
God!
The dragons coming in.
Wait, I gotta get my buddy's got to hear this part of the story. Wait, hold on just a sec. They bring over some more people. Some very attractive women have joined the group and are also very fascinated with your heroic tales.
You like them, huh? I do. These are the best.
Are they good?
These are pretty good.
Cody, have you tried the sweet tarts?
They're sour though. That's what I'm talking.
How much sugar can we give the child before bedtime?
I guess it is D&D.
Yeah, it's D&D.
He's just rationalizing there for you. Oh my God.
So you
continue to talk, take the drinks.
Yep.
And try to get it. I mean, does anyone else know what's going on?
You guys, I mean, you may be in like cafe life. I mean, like you're in a pretty swank place here, and like you guys are kind of like in the back room entertaining people. Like people are looking at you guys with some respect.
I nudge Thaddeus and I point over one of the ladies in the.
So Thaddeus is a
She seems to be into the orc kind, if you know what I mean, on those attributes that those orcs have.
Say it again.
Thaddeus is like a 6'8", 280-pound half orc.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what they say about 6'8" half orcs?
Yeah, with a charisma of 8. And a scowl on his face.
Gotcha.
You've got to wear counts though.
Yeah. So I am, I guess I'm just sitting there, because I'm totally out of my element in there.
I'm telling stories, trying to hook my brother up.
Okay.
See if he can get any of the ladies to go back. I mean,
Take
sure.
him to Petey's? You're trying to...
Oh yeah. Oh, yeah.
Do you mention that you're staying at Petey's?
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
They actually looked shocked and then kind of intrigued. Like, really? Petey's? Oh, Lord!
We can do better than Petey's is what I'm hearing.